Good morning, my peeps. Happy Friday at long last. Goodness gracious. Chewy wants to kill squirrels so bad. It's a hot and muggy morning here. We're supposed to have some pretty bad storms coming through later this afternoon into the evening, which kind of stinks. Glenn has a gig tonight, and Rebecca's supposed to be coming back in from Georgia. When Micah and Mitch left, they dropped her off in Georgia on their way back home to New Orleans. So that's going to make for some interesting, gosh, what's the word I'm looking for? Scheduling. Some interesting scheduling in terms of figuring out the gig and picking up Rebecca and the thunderstorms and all that stuff. And again, I have to apologize. Last night, I was really tired. I conked out early. Spent a few minutes in Blind View's live stream, and that was that. I went to bed. I was done. So I did get to your comments this morning. And now I'm just walking Chewy before I start my work day. I hope you have an awesome Friday. Remember that I love you very, very much. And I will talk to you in a little bit.
This is from a railroad spike that we found here in our location, and it's going to be given to a friend of ours that travels those rails that it was found from, and he is such a train buff. He's gonna love it.
All right, the vet gave Chewy these pills. They're called, I can't get this to focus, but it's called Apoquel, A-P-O-Q-U-E-L. And he said that this is, taking one of these a day should help Chewy deal with his allergies. He says it's really, really common, and it's due to the grass seed. So especially when you freshly mow your lawn, so that dogs walk on it and it kind of makes it worse. So trying my old little sausage trick. So let's see here if I can get Chewy to cooperate, and if I can manage to hold my phone. All right, take the one with the pill and swallow it quick so you can get the other one. There you go. Good boy. Hopefully that stops it. Otherwise, I'll have to refill that little basin again and put the vinegar and water in it. Good grief. As I've said before, you're lucky you're cute.
Angela seems committed to the Level 6 Alliance. Will she vote with them tonight? Hi, Angela.
Hey, Julie.
Please cast your vote to evict.
I vote to evict Steve.
Thank you.
Inside, I found out they have a couple of model trains. They've got one that's an O scale, one that's a G scale, and one that's HO. Pretty cool. Pretty cool.
So here we are. Time to get dinner ready. It's got to be fast. So I want to go ahead and get the pork in the oven right away, because that's going to take about an hour and 10 minutes. But the mashed potatoes and corn, I can literally just wait till Glenn gets home. I just need to make sure this pork is ready when he does, because it's a gig night, guys. That means band mode. That means, you know, I ain't got time to eat. So got to make sure it's already cooked, and, you know, it's like, here's your plate. Eat it. And just waiting, checking the weather forecast. Still says we're supposed to have some bad storms. So it's a good idea to go ahead and get it started early. And tomorrow I'll go to the grocery store and pick up some new and creative things. I'm feeling more like random recipes, so let me see what I can come up with for the weekend. All right, let's get started. At long last, the weekend has arrived. And everything's just worked out great today. You know, work was, I don't want to say easy and jinx myself, but compared to how it's been, it was easy. I was able to catch up on a bit of YouTube, well, quite a bit, more than I've been able to in the last couple of weeks. So feeling happy about that, and back connected with my community of peeps. Just admiring the crepe myrtles this evening. My neighbor across the street, she's got so many and in different colors. Crepe myrtle envy. Meantime, mine's going crazy over here ever since we took those trees out. It'll need to be pruned. But anyway, guys, I want to at least give a big shout out to Rosie. Rosie H, you guys, she doesn't have any content on her channel, but she's a great supporter and a wonderful friend. And she's been in the hospital since Monday in the ICU for pneumonia. And her husband updated us on Facebook yesterday that she is doing better. But if you could throw prayers up for Rosie, for her quick recovery, and can't wait to have her back. And while I'm at it, throw some prayers up for Bubba Warbucks. He's also got a channel that, you know, he doesn't post often, but he does post. But he's another great supporter. And today he had to put down one of his little fur babies, one of his kitty cats. So my thoughts are with him too. So just keep everybody in, you know, support everybody. You know, with prayer, with well wishes, good vibes, and praising God for His grace and mercy, and the little ways and the big ways. And other good news, Rebecca is not going to be coming home tonight. And the reason that is good news is because despite the clear skies, we are supposed to get some really bad storms tonight. So I was not looking forward to having to juggle Glenn's gig and figuring out how Rebecca was going to get a ride from downtown Spartanburg in the middle of this monsoon at, you know, 1 in the morning or whenever this train decides to show up. Apparently a freight train derailed in Alabama and it is blocking the track that her train needs, so she'll be home tomorrow instead. And now that I've rattled on for 3 extra minutes, I'll wish you guys a wonderful, wonderful evening. Remember that I love you. Let's enjoy the weekend while it lasts. Good night.